what's taking place in the streets of Istanbul and other Turkish cities today is, first of all, an inspiring illustration of what the general population can do to combat repression, violence, long, far-reaching plans to change the society so as to undermine a decent human survival in the interests of business and corporate structures. It's part of what's happening in Turkey. It's particularly significant because of Turkey's major role in the region, most important country in the region. Whatever happens in Turkey is going to have very broad influence, already beginning to have influence east and west. It's part of a major uprising internationally against the neoliberal assault on the global population that's been going on for a generation. It takes different forms in different places, but it's happening everywhere. In Turkey, the last few years have seen a very unfortunate regression. The 1990s were a complete horror story, but by the early years of this millennium, there was notable improvement. Now, regression. Turkey now, for example, has more journalists in jail than any country in the world, and other forms of repression taking place. The population is now rising up against it. There were immediate causes in the effort to basically destroy the last public space, open public space in Istanbul, in the interests of military installation, mosque, commercialization, gentrification, and destroying the traditional character of the city. And it's now spread to much broader issues. For the international community, those who are concerned with human rights, justice, freedom, the welfare for the general population, should be an occasion for an opportunity for support and solidarity, and there are fortunately solidarity activities taking place all over, but also an inspiration for their own struggles. These are international struggles. There should be a lot of mutual support and interaction. For the great powers who have been imposing these systems, it's slowly destroying Europe, it's having harmful effects in the United States. This should be a warning that they should return to, put an end to these policies and turn to paying attention to the needs and concerns of the general population, not just to a tiny sector of corporate power and concentrated wealth. But the events in Turkey themselves are right now kind of a beacon of hope and of opportunity, which deserve the strongest possible support, and one can only express admiration for the people on the front lines and hope for their success in their just and very significant struggle.